Nigga. Come the fuck on, Rob. Where you at?
It's light green.
I don't know. I'm just waiting for him to let me know when to send it.
You took my baby shorts off? Hey,
Yo, bro.
you got my text?
Yeah, I did it already.
Uh, Hey man, I was looking at my running back. I was like, man, that motherfucker, he got the next between the next 3-4 games. Then they got to have a breakout or something.
Yeah, I'm looking for one my damn self.
My nigga just got there went 150 for 4 touchdowns.
Oh, wow.
That nigga hood really ass though. Well, I guess everybody's trying to figure it out though. I guess.
You beat him?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh boy.
you got your run on. They don't want running boom. Uh-oh.
From just off the shores of Lake Erie, EA
Shit,
Sports
I just
brings you
had
coverage of the NFL from Cleveland Brown Stadium in
oh
downtown Cleveland,
Matabuke
Ohio.
got him.
Today it's
But
week 4,
Ja
and we've
Allen
got
threw for
what
like
should be a
three,
great one here,
three
as it'll be
something,
the Baltimore
three
Ravens
touchdowns.
taking on the Cleveland
He put the
Browns.
white helmets on. They kind of high. I ain't know
Seems
they
like
had
we
white
were
helmets.
just starting
Easy.
training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA
Oh, boy.
Sports.
This shit already
And we
sketchy.
will not
Rob,
see one
internet.
back on
Terrible.
the opening kickoff. This will be a
I
touchback.
knew that was coming. Won't take long.
Shit already sketchy.
The collegiate star here in the Buckeye Stadium, it's J.K. Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Down to about the 37. When you look at this Browns defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Another run here with Dobbins. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, his first throw.
Pass in the ground like a motherfucker.
Picked up by Brad Delpit. And penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. This throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins, fighting him off. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Jackson. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Ready.
To the right side, and he's got more.
Oh, you want? Okay, bubble guy, I got you. I'm on your head, bubble guy. All right, running bubbles, huh? Okay.
But had limited chances in his first 2 years with the Jets. Cleveland brought him in to give him a chance to grow into the starter many expected, and sure looks like they made the right decision there.
First down, here's Thompson Robinson. Fights through him. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Browns at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. You look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
17.
on third down, it's Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Browns nothing.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here we go. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Ultra, ultra.
Here's the second-year back, Pierre Strong. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Justin Madubuike. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Chubb on the read option. And some room to maneuver. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Third down from the gun, Thompson Robinson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense, his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. short with Dobbins. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Play action, now Thompson Robinson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's going to go up top for the end zone, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. That's going deep for Bateman. And that's caught inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on down and try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Justin Tucker at the kickoff for Baltimore.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spent all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead.
You're on his ass right now, coach.
In the second half, now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw, and he's got it.
That shit's fucking lagging.
And that bumps their lead up even further.
The internet terrible.
Laggy when you play snaggy.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant.
Make that little nigga fumble.
Bring it out, ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
He's about to hit me with a jet sweep like a motherfucker.
The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Thompson Robinson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He's playing DTR.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Thompson Robinson.
Pussy.
Drops it in.
I nailed it to the cross.
Continue here.
Motherfucker.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw his DTR.
You ain't got nowhere to throw it, nigga. We gloving your stupid ass.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
It should have been a sack.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank.
He's one of them butt ass buggers. He's so ass.
It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2.
He's so ass.
Pick up a 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Come on, Rob. His ass awful.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, Thompson Robinson will look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. Flushed out right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson now. Finding more on the out route for the completion. Touchdown!
He keep throwing. He ass, bro. He throwing 2-yard passes. Good shit, bro. Good job. He throwing 2-yard passes, bro. This nigga scared to death.
Deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I had that nigga on hard fly. He didn't come down.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down. Get to the 4th quarter. Keep going.
Keep that lead.
Exactly.
Oh, the Commanders, man. Oh, Lord. Sheesh. Way to pull it out.
So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more.
Down 21-3. Come back and win that thing.
On EA Sports.
What you was watching the Atlanta game, John?
2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I watched my Ravens play first.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on
Glad to see them get on the roll a bit.
And after that, I did watch the Falcons, the end of the Falcons. Then after that, I started. I was watching all of them. I just went to the red zone.
Just watching red zone. Boy, we came back and beat them Broncos. We was down 21-3.
Yeah, I was watching.
Came back, tied it up.
Motion left, Flowers.
Yeesh. Took the lead. These jokers was able to tie it up. I mean, not tie it up. They threw a Hail Mary. You see that Hail Mary?
Nah, I was. It had gone to
Wasn't that
another
part of it.
game. I saw the replay. I didn't see it live. Let me put it that way.
Okay. Right. Man, they threw the Hail Mary. You seen them catch that jump? My heart damn near dropped, gun.
Everyone being in on the deal and picking it up.
But they went for two. They ain't get it. We stopped them going for two, though, so
Worked out offensively.
thank goodness.
They caught that, James.
No, I'd have been blown.
Give to Dallas, and he is going to be stuck.
But that's why we kicked them the ball and just ran the ball 3 times in a row to make them burn their time so they didn't have any time.
For a loss.
I think sometimes when you're trying to
And they would have had to score and go for 2.
maybe it's better to be lucky.
Chances of scoring a touchdown and making a 2-point conversion is not too good.
Field and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his
So
head.
good, man. I'm glad we've seen some signs of our rookie, our basically rookie quarterback. Well, he's not a rookie, but our 1-year quarterback.
They'll buy some time.
He only played 1 game last year, so
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside.
somebody tried to argue with me earlier. I said, bro, you're not even worth arguing. You down.
Great yardage so they can decline.
They tried to call it, well, if Howell a rookie quarterback, then Jordan Love basically a rookie quarterback. No, he's not, dickhead. He's been sitting in the league for, 3 years behind Aaron Rodgers? Sound like a dickhead. Sitting in the league behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years and sitting in the league for a half a year, 3/4 of a year is 2 totally different things. Bro.
You don't even skip your option. You ain't gonna risk it and make sure
You ain't no fucking rookie played or not, bro. You've been practicing. You've been learning how to be a professional behind a professional for 4 years.
They have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the
I ain't gonna hold it. You seen our highlights?
Brandon, I've got to
I
think this
made a couple of passes, and he had some help from wide receivers as well. But the passes,
back in training camp.
I mean, I was paying attention because Robinson's on my fantasy team.
hey Jay, turn that kitchen light off.
Locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late.
That's gonna happen.
Tucker's
Both
kick
keys in his
is
phone.
good, and that will extend their lead
Breaking
even
on my
further.
head.
So that almost certainly
Damn, how I made a couple of
piece to this
passes,
puzzle.
though.
A
Oh, my
3-score
God.
lead. I don't think there's any coming back
Now,
from
when
that.
the offensive line gave him the time, our biggest question, not offensive line. The offensive line gave him the time, he actually looked pretty decent.
Late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
At their own 25-yard line.
Oh, Guns, you in here. I had to laugh the Browns, or who I played, the Titans.
The Cleveland offense.
So I was
ready to
playing the
go.
Titans.
And just
I was up
looking ahead, it would
14
appear
nothing.
that bye week is
I might
coming
even
at
just
the
thought I
right
might even
time.
had the ball in, whatever. I was up 14 nothing, and our game disconnected, guys.
They want to chew up
First,
performance from
might have been the first quarter, second quarter. But Jamar Chase was hot everything. I had to meter a whole 9 yards.
Specifically this running game,
Bruh.
they're going to have to find a way
And
to
it
turn
was
the
my
ball.
connection, but it was raining out here. It was storming or whatever. It was like thunderstorming early. So like my whole power, I think all the power of my building flashed. But either way, I'm up 14 now. I'm supposed to go get my points back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when we played, he acted like he wasn't trying to respond to me. When I said, so how we gonna do this? Get our points again. We went back and played. I said, look, let's just give me like 20 minutes. Let's just wait a minute because it's just like a little thunderstorm or something. Let's wait a little bit. I hit you in a little bit. Probably hit him in like 15, 20 minutes. It was an early thunder, one of them early thunderstorms. So we went back to playing. He acted like he would say nothing. Then he said, you're not supposed to get your points back. It's in the rules. I said the rules say if you up, it said 7 points. I was up 14, bro. And if I'm not mistaken, I might have had the ball, but I just said I was up 14. Like it ain't even no question. I was up 14. So I said I had about my time out. I said, look, just he came out and picked the play the first play of the game, so I had to pause the game in the game. Like, how are we doing this? What's going on, bro? I say just punt me the ball. So I'm just go with Jamar Chase twice again, right quick, and then we can play it from there. He did that, boom, boom. Then he got the ball back. He got the ball. He went down and scored. He went down and kicked a field goal, I think. Then he kicked it off to me. I ran the kickoff back. And then I don't know if it was right after I ran the kickoff back or it was when I had the ball again, whatever. He messaged me talking about. He said, "Man, this not fair." I said, "What's not fair, bro?" He said, "Man, it's really not fair because now you got your X factor." I said, "Bro, when the game," I said, "Tell you what, let me make sure I repost these streams. I'll post the first and second streams so you can see." Jamar Chase had like 120 yards the first quarter, and he was lit. I had my X factor was lit when the game disconnected. If you want to be honest, like I could have been petty because I had a breakout message with Higgins. I could have went and scored twice with Higgins. Got my breakout for real and been petty, but I wasn't trying to be. I scored twice with Jamar Chase. He beat him wide open, blown coverage. Probably had like 130 yards. So he said, "Nah, I'm not talking about your X factor lit. I'm talking about the stadium." I say, I'm confused, bro. Like, what's not fair? We're in a conditions. Like, I say, did you go look at our game? What was going on at the end of our game when the game disconnected? My nigga X Factor was lit. I think I had the stadium meter or everything. I might have just stopped you, bro. I say, so he said, "Man, man, you could just have a game. This ain't even fair." I say, "Let me ask you a question." I say, "What's the difference if the meters was lit up when we disconnected and they just happen to be lit up now? Like, what is the difference for real? Like, you could tell me." So he just like doing a whole lot of bitching. Like, I just ain't even. So if you look,
who the Titans?
the Titans, is a junior.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah. So, just out of curiosity, I was gonna say, if you look at the broadcast, Joe, I posted both my streams in there. If you look at I want you to just look at the end of the first one and tell me, do I look like do I not got the full meter X factor lit up and everything? Like, what's the difference? Like, if we being truthful, nigga, your job it felt like you was going to get ran out the gym because you couldn't do nothing. Granted, one of the touchdowns I caught with Jamar Chase was he dunked on a nigga and shitted on him because his X factor was lit. But like, nigga, I had the stadium X factor lit. His jump was lit.
I almost forgot about that. So they decided to keep that stadium going on. This.
It's been. And when you got motherfuckers running the whole shitload of times.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three.
This jump really ready for a run. And I'm out here trying to throw the ball around.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away.
With that being said, can you take a second to go look at the last track from this morning and look at the end? Like, just pull to the last minute or last 30 seconds of that first stream I posted.
Which one? Part 1 or part 2? Part 1?
Part 1. Look at part 1 before the game disconnected and tell me, did you see everything? All my meters filled up. Jamar Chase jump was lit up. Burrow pass from lighting up. If he wasn't lit up, I didn't even.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Now a final chance.
But I just ain't understand like what's not fair about that. I didn't even mess it back. I say, bro, I'm not even trying to hold you or nothing, but what is the difference between if all my meter was lit up? No, I'm not talking about. In fact, I'm talking about the stadium meter. My nigga, if I'm up 14-0 and Jamar Chase the fuck up. First of all, let's be real. The Titans don't got a cornerback over there. Period. I wasn't even trying for him. I was going for Higgins for real. Just open a couple of times. Good job, like dunked on you.
Check it out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
He said that shit like 3 times. Said, man, I felt that this is unfair because now your stadium meter is lit up on fire, and it ain't. This game is dumb, or this ain't nothing I could do for real.
What you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win.
I want to say I got ball back at half two the first time.
Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe.
He personally just surprised me with some of the shit that he texted me, though, for real.
Is now planted.
Dog, I'm not even. Needless to say, I done played like 6 games on this bitch in total.
And they'll get another road day next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall back to 500.
Including my league games.
And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. I'm Brandon Gunn. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I was getting that grip button every time I was able to get to it. If I was making the guys off the grip. But that's it. The game of Dorian ain't bad either, bro.
Truth be told, if we got a restart and that's the shit that happened, it ain't nothing you can even do about it. You got to play through that shit. You got to go put a drive together.
Yeah, but the thing is, that if you're getting your points back, I mean, how I get what you're saying, but it's unavoidable. I guess, or maybe he was, I don't know.
It's definitely unavoidable for real. But in this situation, my meters was lit up. My meters was lit up when the thing came, and that wasn't even nothing. I wasn't even looking for that angle of it to, you know what I mean? I wasn't even looking to get my meters filled back up. That angle of it, I didn't. It's like, bro, like.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now anyway. No. Yep, stadium meter is lit up.
All my shit lit up.
It was already full.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, is there something I just trying to figure out? Is there something I'm missing? Like,
no, it was just something that he missed. Maybe he just didn't know.
And my bad, did I have a ball at the end of that, Joe, or was I about to did I just stop or something?
No, well, he got the ball right now. There's 10 seconds left.
It be 3rd down or something. Oh, okay. It was 10 seconds left in the first quarter.
Matter of fact, the quarter just ended. So ending the first, going into the second. We're up 14-0. Full stadium.
Full stadium. I had Jamar Chase lit up. I know I had the full stadium.
I don't know about Jamar Chase because
okay.
you on defense right now, and I just went to the end of the video.
Oh, okay. But it's obvious I just scored and just kicked off the ball to it. Must have just kicked off the ball to or something like that, Joe. But I'm just saying Jamar Chase was lit up, but he told me he wasn't even talking about that. He was talking about my stadium meter. Like. That's the shit that give me. Motherfuckers be saying this and that. But I'm like, bro, like, so like, I'm not even, I'm a screenshot and stuff. I'm like, dog, I'm not even trying to hold you or nothing. I think I use them as that word. I say, dog, I'm not even trying to hold you. But what exactly is unfair? Your stadium meter lit up. You went 3 and out. You wasn't. It wasn't like 3rd down or maybe 10 seconds or something. He just wasn't. He wasn't nowhere near no score or nothing. No shit though when that shit disconnected. I want to say I got the ball. Maybe I was tripping.